Yeah, boy. Welcome to the GIPT studios. That's right. Grabbing the brisket. We are coming to you live right here. Episode 78. That's right, son. We have a excellent barbecue show set up for you tonight. A great guest, which we'll get into here in a little bit. Maybe a little steak cook-off talk. I don't know, right? I mean, let's just talk about it. Let's just rap about it, right? This is our new year, new me episode. What's up, fellas?
I don't know how you got that acronym wrong.
Yeah, right. I don't know, man.
You threw a P in there.
I was supposed to be a B. Grab them in the brisket, baby.
It's still good. I like it. Hey, it's high energy. I love that.
That's it.
That.
Yeah.
Hey,
you got to do it. You got to let it go sometimes. I got to fly.
We had a nice little break. We've been off for, I don't know,
couple weeks.
Yeah, this is great. I'm glad we're back. We got to do a little boat time.
Little cruising. Little cruising. We missed you, James.
Yeah, missed you guys too. Y'all survived, so that's a positive,
we
right?
got some stories though.
Yeah, I'm sure we're gonna hear a couple.
Oh man, I'm glad we didn't bring any pictures.
Oh, I was so close to sending some pictures.
Dude, we may have started a boy band at one point.
Multiple people said that. You look like you're in a boy band.
Yeah, it was. It got real. There were so many things that happened on that trip. I don't know. Like, obviously, probably can't get into it all tonight and just, gloss over it. John and I and the fams, and we had a few other friends joined us for a 7-day cruise to Roatan, Costa Maya, and Cozumel on the, I guess, one of the largest ships that Carnival has. We celebrated New Year's Eve on the ship, on the deck, just partied our asses off. And then we showed up. Back in Pearland, Texas, unscathed, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Did you leave any drinks on your ticket per day? You know what I mean?
I definitely did. Jan definitely.
I did.
Filled his ticket up a couple times and had to borrow some from other people.
I did. There was a couple of nights where I did borrow a few drinks from other people that clearly weren't going to do theirs. But yeah, we had the girls with us too. So I had my 2 daughters. So one of them's of age. She's 23, and it was awesome just hanging out with her and having a chance just to be adults together versus, the dad-daughter, dad-kid thing, So that was extremely fun. So, but yeah, also maybe a little slip and fall. I ended up slipping and falling down the stairs one night.
Right.
So
not
that
the
was
slip and fall kind where you like sue the place.
I mean, I got to claim.
Maybe.
I got to claim, guys. I'm not,
He won't be able to remember exactly, but
I know where I fell at. And I've talked to my lawyers already.
Okay.
So no, I'm just kidding.
No, the way it happened, we're at dinner the next day, and he's like gingerly walking around this whole day. And me and him and Amy and Danny are sitting there waiting for everybody else to show up. He goes, my back is hurting so bad. I feel like I either got kicked in the back or I fell down the stairs, and then something like a light bulb went off. He's seen it in his eyes. He goes, oh my God, I did fall down the stairs last night. He didn't even remember until 24 hours later.
Yeah. It took 24 hours to jog the old. Probably had a concussion, really. If you think about it. Probably that's what happened.
It reminds me of these murder mystery movies where the person fell overboard. And it's like, no, he was murdered. He would not just jump overboard and kill himself. No, maybe he had 15 drinks.
Right.
Maybe he was looking at the dolphins and he fell over.
So they had these glass walls that go up like probably 5 feet above like a normal, like if you're 6'5", it's probably still another 3 or 4 feet above you.
Yeah.
Right. So you'd have to do a lot of work to fall overboard. Like, you know what I mean?
You'd have to try.
Yeah. You have to really, really commit suicide.
I like that. Safety prevention there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I shot you. Yeah, go ahead.
No. I was just going to say just an amazing trip and copious amounts of alcohol, which I will tell you is kind of, just get a big cheers really quick. We've already kind of started the beer review, and it is dry January, guys. So I don't know if there's alcohol in this or not. James, you wanna tell us?
You want to kick off this grab 'em in a brisket
beer review? That's right.
We got this one. It's Ration Ale. It's a Mexican style Cerveza. It's a non-alcoholic. It's got the 0.5%.
So there is alcohol in this.
Yeah, there is.
Oh.
Like 0.5.
0.5.
Yeah.
Well, what? I thought we were doing dry January.
Wait, I mean, the beer's got 4.5.
Yeah, this is like a ninth of a beer.
I mean, I can totally get
your mouthwash.
Non-alcoholic beer's got 0.5.
0.5.
Okay.
Oh, okay. 0.5.
0.05 or 0.0.5?
No, 0.5.
So 0.5%.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Damn.
Well, so this is like kind of
I'm-
moist.
if I was
January.
on
Yeah,
the,
you'd have
if-
to drink like maybe 50 of them to
yeah, but listen, to get a,
Oof.
to get what?
maybe like
A
to,
buzz?
maybe, I don't know.
Dude, Wade Boggs did 99 and then went and hit a, well, I'm just kidding.
Right.
It's the, it's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Skit.
So we're
Um,
going to give this a try.
Yes, it's the Hasta La Vista boring lager. Our flavorful Mexican cerveza crushes non-alcohol expectations and revolutionizes refreshment. Clean, crisp, and refreshing. So far, man, I'm not gonna lie, it really is. So, cheers.
Yeah, it's,
And you got Pit Life Barbecue came in, said Happy New Year, boys. And
What's up,
And what the hell is Jan wearing?
boy? You gotta get off that hey, get off that bling. You know, come on, man. New year, new me. You gotta represent.
Yeah, speaking of getting off a boat, I think Jan shot this article over earlier, and I came across it as well. But there is a cruise ship, another cruise ship that you can take a part of. Now, I'm still doing research. I don't know if this is entirely like factual. I haven't found the company yet, but you can get a pirate ship, and you and 12 of your friends can sail the seas, all the beer and all the rum that you can drink. I mean, it's a full decked out. I think they call it a galleon ship, galleon pirate ship.
yeah, Gallium.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Can you spell that for us, John?
G.
Nope. Stop. You're done. That's amazing.
It
Sign
sounds,
us up.
badass.
Can you
Use
imagine?
it in a sentence.
Walk the plank. Arr,
How many
she
days you
lady.
get to do it for?
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
We need to find more details. So anybody out there that has come across this or knows the company that's doing it, please let us know because we'd like to check it out. I'm sure there's probably going to be a lot of overboard on that. Like a lot of life insurance needs to be had and all that good stuff.
The
So
balcony rooms. Or?
All the beer, and no, you're probably like sleeping on bunks or something.
Right.
All the beer, and
you're
then
down there where you're rowing.
all the rum. Yeah. You're Jesus, man. That sucks. That's badass. Yeah, sign us up, man. Let's run it. Who thinks we should do this? That's what I want to know.
Who wants to go with us?
Yeah, maybe that's what we do. We just host this damn thing.
I think you have to learn some pirate songs, probably, right?
Nah, I don't know. I got some Andrew Dice Clay
Don't do
poetry.
that. No, we
You
don't
want me
need-
to you want me to sing that for you?
Don't need any more of that.
Okay.
Drop one.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I did see this week, this past weekend, they had the CNET conference, and that's at technology conference. I don't know where they have it at, Vegas or something like that, where they bring out the latest gadgets, robots. We got a picture of a robot here in a little bit, and I came across TikTok, and the comments on this thing was just absolutely hilarious because people were like, "These robots are starting to become lifelike." And they have it up.
Very
Yeah, you can see a
realistic.
picture. Yeah, they have it uploaded with AI in it, and so now and this one guy's interviewing, he's like, you can basically get it to look like anybody you know.
Really?
Yes.
I just
down-
don't know about this.
also,
that's not good, man.
You can get it to sound like that person.
No.
Eventually, later on, it's going to be whatever. But the funny part was the comments. A lot of people were just like, next thing you know, is like, when are they going to have them thing? Or when are they going to come with their things? You know what I mean? Or I bet it's grippy. Or you know what I mean? Do you have to wash that? Or you know what I mean? It's a lot
Is
of
it
just
self-cleaning?
simplistic- Yeah, is it self-cleaning? Yeah.
That's
Well,
not
just
good, man. Let's talk about that for a
crazy people.
second.
Yeah.
You know, when cell phones first came out back in the day, and guys that are older, girls that are older, they remember just how small these cell phones were, right? They were pocket. They were like size of your palm. They was trying to who could get the smallest cell phone, right? Motorola came out with this razor that was like 3 inches or something, you know, a little flip. And then as technology got better, screens got better, the video quality, the compression got better, and people immediately started watching, right? Well, what drove phones to be bigger was the porn industry. That's why phones started getting the screens got bigger and bigger and bigger because they could watch movies, right, or whatever, right?
Netflix.
Yeah, now it's Netflix, James, but back then it wasn't.
You Rube?
Yeah, Rube,
There's a throwback for you.
right? So, right. So this right here is just the next. It's like this is horrible. This is like a horrible.
Yeah, it's like that. What's the Megan Fox movie that just came out here recently? I don't remember what it's
Where
called.
she
but
plays the
where
AI.
she plays the
I
AI
haven't even heard of
robot.
it.
He
Yeah.
goes and picks her up at the mall or something like that. And of course, it has to look like Megan Fox. Gets it back home. And then
That's the last one they had, Bunny. I swear.
Yeah.
I looked for the mail and it just wasn't there.
His wife's in the hospital, like I think cancer or heart
geez,
issue.
Louise.
Yeah, she's there. Anyways, yeah, that's the future, guys. But
Do you think at some point we'll have AI or using these things like AI pitmasters? So you're out at a competition. That's not fair. He's using his, instead of pellet grill, he's using his AI pitmaster who's just like running the pit for him the whole time, doing everything.
Yeah,
100%.
telling jokes.
100%.
Ah.
Just crazy AI meat jokes or what. It'll be funnier and smarter than what we are. But it's coming because I mean Elon has created his little his robot, whatever they call it, and it's programmable. It'll do whatever you want. So you wanted to cook a steak, it'll cook a steak. So
Yeah, look, listen, we're going to defile these things in a matter of seconds. You know what I mean? Like if there's a port in any sort, like they need to put like danger, do not stick objects into here, could cause, they need to like take every measure possible because the first time they release one of these things, somebody's going to do something to it and have like a major accident.
Like what?
Like,
What are they going to do to it, Jen?
you know,
Electrocute themselves.
electrocute themselves. That's right. Thank you,
Yeah.
Raul. Yeah. So just stay away, man.
Yeah.
Just not good.
yeah, we'll move on from crazy robots. One thing that I don't know if it's a useless tool or gadget. A lot of people were talking about it at the conference, but it was a spoon that made your food taste saltier. So this concept came from I think it's a Korean-born company. I think they do beer, alcohol type stuff, but they engineered this spoon, and I don't know really how it works. It's some type of like electrolysis or
Yeah.
something like that. But whatever you dip in, like soup or stew or whatever, you press the button and you hold it for a few seconds. You can see it kind of vibrating, or maybe it's like bubbling or something like that. And when you eat it, it tastes saltier than what it normally
What in
is.
the hell is
So
going
then,
on?
so then you lower your sodium intake,
Correct. Yes.
dude.
I don't know. I don't
Isn't
know any of
salt
this
good
stuff.
for you?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it is too. I think there's an argument that you need it. Like the first thing at the hospital or you're in the paramedics, whatever thing, the first thing they do is hook you up to freaking salt, saline solution or whatever. Like it's got to be good for you, right?
Yeah. Without salt, you'll die.
Yeah.
So
And
There it is.
we got Perry Brooks
healthy.
jumped in and said, "Is that John from Saved by the Bell?"
that's right. Thanks, Perry. Yeah,
I haven't heard from Perry in a minute.
I know, man. What's up?
Hey, you guys want to get into some mail real quick? Got a quick mail call.
Let's do it.
Jan, you got a box over there next to you. You want to pull some of that out?
Mail call. That's right. We have the Stump Chunks.
Stump Chunks.
This is kindling and fire starters. This stuff is basically shredded up wood.
Stumps.
It burns completely clean, fast, and really, if you're trying to start any type of fire, this is perfect. Perfect to pack with you and take because also it's clean. This is clean fuel.
Yeah. Honestly,
So-
when they said they were going to send it, I thought it was like smoking wood chunks. And I was
Yep.
like, yeah, okay. Like I've seen that a million times. I've not seen something. Yeah, it's basically a fire starter, but it's all natural, like you said. We have not got to really play with it yet, but we're going to. We'll give you an update on how that goes. But
Yeah.
Stump Chunks. Thanks
Yep.
for sending it out, and we'll put a link in the description down there for you to check it out if you want to check it out.
Made in New Hampshire, no chemicals added, fast, easy, and no paper needed. Right, just
There you go.
basically light and go.
Yeah.
And they also sent us. So we've got some smaller trial bags. It didn't say what kind of. Sorry, it didn't say what kind of wood this is.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
It ain't
Um,
pine.
Yeah, right. Pine. It's cedar.
Nothing full
Um,
of resin.
Yeah. So, anyways, hey, thanks a lot for sending this to us. We're definitely gonna
Appreciate it.
make some videos. Check this out and just show just how fast this stuff lights up compared to other fire starters that's been treated or whatever else. Right. So, thanks, guys.
We interrupt this program to bring you a news flash.
Michael Jackson's ghost seen at a Yankees game.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, now with a shrimp in every bite.
Lil Uzi Vert's head diamond has been sold on the dark web.
Stories like this and more can be found at the Ever Trending Story, a podcast where we peruse the news and write a fun fictional story for you.
Find us wherever you download podcasts and follow us on the socials at EverTrendingPod, and we are proud members of the Oddpods Media Network.
Mm-hmm. All right. With that, let's slide into the hot off the grill barbecue news, brought to you by the NBBQA and the Barbecue News Magazine. First up, coming up quick, NBBQA and the Shed Showdown. That is next freaking week, boys. I am super excited. Rooms are booked. We're heading out to Mississippi, Ocean Springs.
MISSISSIPPI.
Yes.
Mississippi.
All the info is down below, or just head over to, you can go to the Shed's website, or you can go to the SCA website, or
Go to
the
the
NBBQA, any of those,
NBBQA.
and click the links and get yourself signed up, because there's multiple state competitions going on out there.
Yep.
All kinds of cool stuff, and it's going to be super fun, and we're going to be there.
Kind of teaser a little bit to stick around, because we do have a guest tonight. We got Brett Galloway from the SCA Cookoff. Well, it's the State Cookoff Association. I guess it's the co-founder of that competition, which we are going to be there next week. And so maybe if you have any questions, please ask.
Yeah, tips, tricks. What makes you really successful, guys? You see the same guys and winning over and over and over again, and they perfected how to make these steaks. And this is something that I'd like to really get into with Brett. Is, why are these guys so successful? What, obviously it's repetitive. They're consistent. But is it just about the seasoning, or are we sous vide or whatever? Right? I can't wait to get into this. It's gonna be great.
Absolutely. And I'm pretty sure they're still taking entries for both competitions, but we'll ask them about that too. Next up, we got the Rib Cook-Off Association World Championship results. That championship was on January 3rd and 5th. We were invited up there to Oklahoma where they were having it, but we was on a boat. So, well, most of us were on a boat. We couldn't go. But they picked a winner. They didn't pick a winner. A winner was crowned. Ryan Hamilton. First place overall in the Rib Cook-Off Association's first ever championship. So,
Wow.
Yeah, congratulations, Ryan.
Yeah, that's a big deal. Apparently, I was trying to figure out how it works. They cook a baby back and St. Louis cut, and then I guess they average the scores or add the scores together or something, and that's how they pick the winner.
Okay.
They also did their pork competition.
I was saying, do they provide the ribs, or you have to bring your own?
I have no idea. I think we asked them about that on the show, but I don't remember what the answer was.
Okay, good. Way to trail off like that.
We're just gonna say they provide.
I think they probably do. I think
they probably get
provide.
like Prairie Fresh or some other.
Yeah, if they don't, it's well, they should.
Yeah, maybe they do. Maybe they don't.
Yeah, we don't know.
Surprise.
Yeah, right. I want to bring some if you show up.
Okay, so also they did their pork competition out there. First place in that was, this is hard to read, Brandon Perryman, and then they did a wing competition that was
Chris Austin.
That's right. I need glasses, I think, maybe. Congratulations to all those folks, though. And there's going to be, maybe we'll post this on our website or something. You can see all the top 10 lists for all the different categories.
Yeah, I mean, what's real quick? Baby backs was Ryan Hamilton, and the St. Louis was Travis Farthing.
Yep, that's what it looks like.
It is.
I probably should have left it. I squished down the pictures. So
yeah, of course you should. Yeah,
less
fine.
papers. I was trying to not waste so much ink.
Yeah, just
okay, guys.
Helpful. I mean,
we got plenty of paper out there.
Yeah.
Now that things went digital,
yeah.
Now that things went digital, we have a plethora of paper out there. It's fine.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Don't feel bad about it.
All right.
You're keeping the paper industry in business.
Last thing we have, we've been lining up some guests. We haven't done guests very consistently. Really, last year we didn't do a ton of guests, but we got them lined up. They're coming. They're coming in quick. They're coming hard.
Okay.
Oh, hey,
great.
Well, next week we're going to be in Mississippi, obviously, but the week after that, and this is about 90% for sure. Tuffy Stone's going to be on the show for the first time. Been trying to get him on for the past 5 years or whatever. He's coming. I'm excited.
I am too, man. The professor.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Like when I think about the big names in barbecue, he's always on that list.
100%. Yeah, he's a nice guy, genuine guy. I had a chance to hang out with him a little bit, and we spoke a little bit and had a kind of an impromptu. He didn't know it was coming interview when we were in we were up in Hondo for the open fire meetup with our boy. So
you like slowly slid a microphone.
Oh yeah, I said, "Hey, what's up, man?" And I'm like, slowly, "What's up?" Here it is. But yeah, it was. I'm trying to blank here, but it was Alfregoni.
Yeah.
So Yeah, that was it was a great event there.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's the 23rd. That following week, the 30th, we got Adam Martinez, Amp Seasonings. We've been talking about getting him on for a long time.
Yeah, the
Great
seasonings
dude.
that he have, just phenomenal products. He's a hell of a cook. So I'm really excited to get Adam on and just pick his brain, and not just seasoning wise, but cooking and just all around competition.
Yep.
And then the 6th, which I think is the very next week, we got Gerald Vignette Jr. And he's the guy that was on the Barbecue Showdown Season 3. Kicked some ass out there. I think he ended up in 2nd place overall. But he's been friends of the show for a while. We finally getting him on.
Yep.
I want to know, I'm sure he's already been on like 10 podcasts talking about his experience on the show. I want to know, like, what happened after that? Like,
what's next?
That had to have snowballed into some stuff. I want to
Sure.
know about how that all went down. Where he's at now.
No, it does. Those things kind of do. Like, I think if you're in it and it's as much as you want to do, right? 'Cause I think a lot of things come at you really quick, especially if you have a good personality. And just watching him, he does. So
yeah. So hopefully it worked as a good launching pad for him. And then at the end of February, the 27th, we got our boy Malcolm Reed coming back on the show. That's a hell of a lineup, boys.
it is.
I'm
It is.
excited.
Yeah, Malcolm would be great. He's always a wealth of knowledge. I just love watching his videos, his take. He's kind of infectious just watching him. And then don't forget, we do have they're in the queue, and we got to reach out, which is Barbecue Daddies. Those guys won the Royal this year. We've been kind of talking back a few times back and forth, and they are psyched to be on the show. They definitely follow, they listen. So what up, fellas? Congratulations on that.
Also, they're already booked.
They are.
Yes, but they're just a little bit further out, so I didn't mention them yet. They're not coming in until March as of right now.
Okay.
Unless something opens up sooner, and then I'll move them up. As of right now, yeah, we got Kyle and then boys coming in on the 13th of March.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Those guys are awesome.
Hey, Meat Squad jumped in. They said, Hondu, that's where they met you guys.
That's right. That's right,
Yes,
man.
sir.
How's it going? Thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate you.
All right, that's what we got for the Hot Off the Grill barbecue news. And our guest is going to be in here in just a few minutes, I think. But before we get to there, let's just say today's episode is brought to you by Chicks That Smoke Spicy Barbecue Seasoning, our favorite versatile seasoning that elevates any dish, from smoked meats to roasted vegetables, even popcorn, whether you're grilling, smoking, or cooking in the kitchen. Chicks That Smoke will kick up the flavor. Chicks That Smoke Spicy Barbecue Seasoning, available at SUCKLEBUSTERS.com or through the link in the episode description.
I love when you read, John.
Thank you.
It sounds so natural.
I practiced this one a lot because the first time I did it, it was like,
Yeah.
It was not
sounds
good.
okay.
I've been practicing.
No, good, man.
Yeah.
That's great. It sounds natural.
Is it showing? I don't think
It does. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. So that's the thing about SUCKLEBUSTERS. They've got like 50 different rubs out there. They have so many different rubs. It's like you try one, like, okay, maybe it's not for you. Okay, go back and try a different one. You know, they've got something for everybody. And then they do the private labeling there as well. So if you're looking to get into a rub out for a restaurant or whatever else, don't be afraid. Try a bunch. They'll send you samples, and you can totally private label your own label on their rub, and it's in your restaurant, right? So I thought that's kind of neat. Those guys, they work hard. It's a family business. I think he brought his son on. They're just good people.
Yep. Dan and the fam over there.
Yep.
And I think that brand they're running now is called Success Seasonings.
That's the private labeling, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Success Seasonings.
Yep.
And then just real quick, I saw that the NBBQA, which we are competing next week for the Rhinestone Cowboy, which is the steak cook-off there. We have steak, taco, and margarita.
Yeah, our boy's going to jump in with us.
That's it. You want to say that real quick? Who's doing the marg?
Our boy Doug Scheiding.
That's
who
it.
Is he's won some awards with the margaritas. So
That's right.
It should be awesome.
Don't let us down,
Yeah.
Doug.
Kick some ass. Yeah.
Hey,
Do not let us down.
Do not let us down, Doug.
don't think I'm not going to be taking notes.
Yeah, right.
Doug.
Taking pictures.
So don't be bringing your stuff in just sinker containers.
Yeah, right. Here's this. Here's that. No, I don't think so. I better label it. But you on there, it's one steak. So we only get one steak to cook. We're not getting two steaks.
No, you get to cook.
It's two
the
steaks.
same. You cook two. You turn in one.
Okay, so then the shed showdown, right? So Brooke and our boy over there are doing the shed showdown. $25,000 is the prize purse for that. But steak A, steak B.
Right. They have multiple steak turn-ins.
Okay.
I know we don't do a lot of SCA events, but some of the SCA events they'll do
A steak A, a steak B.
Yeah,
So
like
you
one
have two
turns in now,
categories.
one turns in another hour or so.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So I guess in that point, you're probably cooking 4 steaks.
So yeah, right. So steak A, steak B, ribs, turkey, Bloody Mary. Like even if you're not gonna like participate,
Oh, it's a party.
come out and walk around and taste the food that people are not turning in. Right,
Mhm.
you're getting the best steak. It just wasn't. Maybe it wasn't just the spinalis wasn't just as good as the other one or whatever else, but the flavor is going to be spot on.
Or just walk into the restaurant. You're at the freaking shed and get yourself some damn barbecue.
I know, man.
I'm so
I know.
excited, man.
It's going to be great. It is going to be so
I remember
good.
James telling us about this restaurant like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
When we started this podcast. Oh, there's this place down in Mississippi. It's just like a collaboration of all this stuff that some dude built. Had a big straw hat. I was like, what are you talking about? And then, of course, we met him and I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Those guys are awesome. It's going to be fun.
Bread.
Yeah.
Bread.
Should we just go grab them in the shed? You know what I mean?
Maybe we should.
We'll come up with our own catchphrase.
Maybe
there.
we should, man. I don't know. No, they're great people. Again, another family oriented barbecue venture. That's what they are. You know, they're not just a barbecue restaurant. They do a lot. They're into seasonings. They're into everything. So just a great group of people, man. And that's what barbecue is. It's just I don't know. I can't get enough of it. When we get out, especially with NBBQA, it's just people helping people. So that's the cool thing about being a part of these events is if you have questions, you're trying to launch something, you know, you're with people that are doing the same thing and they're already successful at it, right? So you get to pick their brains. So we've gotten tenfold back of anything we tried to put in with this event. So it's awesome. And then you got Kel, right? Kel and the family, and they're amazing, truly.
Yeah. So as we wait for Brett to come in, anybody out there, grab your beer. It's going to be all about steak competitions, the SCA. So if you have any questions about the organization, where to go, where to sign up, where the comps at, any question you may have about the steak competition, we have very limited experience doing the comps, but we have done one, so we kind of know how it goes a little bit. We were a little middle in the pack in that one, but it was the Rhinestone Cowboy last year, and we're talking about like a stacked deck, and it's going to be a stacked deck this go around. You know what I mean? You're going to have all the top guns. I mean, Mark Lambert. You're going to have your the Aces Wild, the boys over there, Aces Wild, Boars Night Out. All those guys are going to be gunning for those top prizes.
Yeah, well, that's what happened on the last one. Is there was it was a golden ticket, right? That's what they were. You win, and a first place call at this is a ticket to the
steak
the finals, state championship, right? So that's the thing. Everybody's fighting for something, and the cool thing about that is you got a team that maybe have already got their golden ticket, right?
Yeah. You only need one.
If they win it again, let's say they don't take it, it goes to a second place person. If that person already has their ticket, it just keeps going down to the person who doesn't, and then that person gets that ticket and he gets their opportunity to go cook.
I like how your math is going, Jan.
That's right.
We just need at least 10 people that's already got their tickets ahead of us.
That's right.
That would just come to us.
Number 11, baby.
Here's what I was wondering.
Welcome to the show.
Is there a year or whatever? Is it on the calendar year or is whenever when's the World?
I don't think so.
I don't think something.
I don't think any company
or anything. They've been having it in Fort Worth, right?
Yeah.
But I don't remember.
That was the Worlds, wasn't it?
Like I don't know if their year just started and so nobody has their golden ticket yet. Yeah. So it's like
it may coincide with the Worlds. I'm not really sure.
I think it does. I think they do it together.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. What's up with Brett? Is Brett having some technical difficulties?
I haven't heard anything from them, to be honest with you.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on here.
Okay.
Because originally we were gonna have
Ken.
We were gonna have Ken on,
Phillips.
and Ken had something come up, some kind of emergency. We were gonna get Brett on.
What's more important than us, Ken?
They had no electricity.
Oh, really?
That'll do it.
Oh, that works, man. No wonder.
Yeah.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah. So he handed off the show to Brett, but we haven't heard from Brett yet, so I don't know what's going on here.
Man, we really just went full.
Yeah,
We went full all the way in on that one,
what's the
man.
backup plan there?
We sold that.
Let's just carry on, and when Brett gets his thing worked out and jumps in, we'll welcome him. But let's keep talking about state competitions. I mean, we've had experience doing one. John, what are your thoughts? What are your initial thoughts about doing a state competition?
I think it's fun. I think they're great. They're a lot easier set up. They're a lot faster. It doesn't feel as cumbersome when you're trying to, you go to a barbecue competition. It's a lot of freaking work. It's a lot of fun, but it's a lot of work. These ones you can show up with a pop up, or even not even have a pop up. You can go with a Weber and cooler and maybe a little box of tips and tricks and gadgets you need, and that's it. You're done.
There's always one guy that shows up. He has the brand new is it a hasty bake?
Yeah,
he's got the brand new hasty bake that he's unboxing and pulling it out, right? And he's dusting off some stuff, and he's got two things of charcoal already lit, and he's dumping it, and he's like, and I get it. A lot of people are cooking on they're cooking on the M. What's the M?
Little
M12 and whatever, the small little
C4, C12 something.
They get so hot. And that's what the hasty bake. They get so hot so quick. And it'll hold the heat. Is why they're so versatile. And I can see it, but I don't necessarily know if it really matters. And I think that's one thing about barbecue that I kind of watch a little bit, is that it's not about being original sometimes. There's a lot of people that are we're not copying, right? You're emulating. And I don't want to say copy, because copy sounds bad. But you find people that are very successful, and you want to emulate what they're doing. You want to, if somebody's doing this and they're doing this method, maybe that's the trend right now. And the one thing is, the really good cooks are staying in front of that, and they're the ones creating the trends, versus being on the tail end of one. And that's the hard part, is noticing, hey, am I on the tail? Has this been going on for 8 months or a year, and I'm coming into the tail end of something, and you have somebody that's already pushed past that and they're constantly winning? I think that's what you got to navigate. And I just to be with cook-offs, or with the state cook-off, I see a lot of that, right? Which is nothing wrong with that. It's just, I don't necessarily know if it's our style of doing it. I'm not going to have a hasty bake out there. You're not going to have a hasty bake. We're going to bring the Weber. We're going to be the tried and true. We're going to dump a couple of cans of coals into it, and
jealous devil,
yeah, whatever. And we're going to get it hot, and we're going to cook that steak in about, I don't know, 2.5, 3 minutes. And
isn't it amazing? Like, when you're cooking steaks at home,
Jesus, man,
like it's
25 minutes,
20 minutes, 25
what is
minutes.
taking so long?
Yeah, when you do a steak competition, or even when we practice for the steak competition, literally like 2.5 minutes, you're done.
That's it. That's all it takes. And these aren't little steaks.
Yeah.
No.
This is like a 3/4.
Have you guys done
steak.
some practicing or not
Yeah,
yet?
man. I've been practicing.
Okay.
I'm always practicing.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Oh, all right.
So, but the one thing I want to say, and I meant to bring this up last time, and we brought up our boy with Amp Seasonings. He was cooking right next to us when we did the VFW Cookoff, which, by the way, was it was their championship, or one of the championships for the IBCA. And sitting over there, I actually ran the one of our first rubs and seasonings and sauces on our ribs when we first got into cooking. This is like probably 20 years ago, 20, maybe longer than that.
If you've been following Grabbing the Brisket for since the beginning, we've already given out this recipe. I mean, one of our just original OG.
Yeah, and we're not gonna give it out
recipes.
again. We're not gonna do it again. Okay, we're not gonna make us
Go
'cause
back
you know
and
what?
listen. Start at episode 1, please.
Yeah, you know what? Because it won. Okay, because it's a winner. It's tried and true, and it just wins. But yeah, I went with the very first. This is James's OG rub that we put together. OG sauce that I sat there and I redid that day, and this thing knocked third on out of this cook-off, and going against some heavy hitters. And to me, that I thought that was just a really cool statement, saying, I didn't have to have the Blues Hog Smoky Mountain. I didn't have to have the what. Here's still, I use that stuff. We use a lot of these seasonings, and when we're competing, whatever else. But at the end of the day, I didn't have to have it, and it did it knocked a third place out of that. And I'm thinking to myself, like, sometimes we just do too much in these comps, and we can't get out of our own way. And we're putting we're layering, we're adding, and we're dusting, and we're doing all this stuff that we never in the very beginning never did. And I think a lot of times we'll go by and try somebody that just won second or first or whatever else, and you eat it, you're like, man, it's really good, but it's not like
It's not over the top. It's not.
well, and I go back to something we put together. I'm like, shit, man, ours is over the top. Ours is too much. We're putting too much into it. It's you know what I mean? And it's like
Yeah,
we
you
just
gotta have
can't,
the best average barbecue,
you,
basically.
you just can't. Yeah,
Can't be offensive.
essentially. You've got to be good. You've got to be great, but it can't. You can't be.
You can't offend anybody. If you offend one person, you're out.
It's a 7. It's a 6. 1-7, and you're off the table. You're done.
Yeah.
So
I wonder if steak is the same way.
I think it
Probably, huh?
is. I think it is, and I will tell you for the state cook-off, a lot of these guys have gotten into sous vide, man, and they've got the sous vide going already, and that steak is sitting in there for you might have an hour or an hour and a half or whatever else before before it's time to actually start cooking. You may have a 2-hour total time. So these guys will sous vide and leave that steak sitting in some marinade or some whatever else for maybe an hour, right? Sitting at 120, and it's just breaking down, just becoming phenomenal. And then they're dusting and they're searing off at some 500, 600 degree barbecue pit with those grill grates, and they're getting the perfect lines. And the steak is, it's a 30-second, maybe 20-second, 20-second flip, 20-second, 20-second, and they're pulling. I don't know the timetable on that just yet. We're gonna play with this a little bit this weekend just to see on the sous vide side. If you're at 115 degrees, how long do you have when you're searing before that thing jumps up to the perfect medium, which is where you want to be. The M16 was the barbecue pit. That's correct.
Here's the question I always have. Now, I was going to put it out there social media wise, but it's something that always, and I know the answer, but I mean, I'll put it to everybody out there that's listening, and you guys too. The USDA came out with its regulations where you have to cook beef to 145 degrees to essentially have it cooked enough for it to be safe.
Lies.
But you get roasted. You get like just killed anywhere. Like if you try to eat your steak anywhere near that temperature, it's like if you try to get a steak over medium or over medium rare, people are just like, bro, what are you doing? You just ruined that steak. You know what I mean? But
well, they could suck it, man. I don't want anybody telling me how to make a steak or eat a steak. I like the steak the way I make it. Whatever. I'm not going to make it well done. I don't eat a well done steak. But at the end of the day, like if you're serving a perfectly medium steak, there's nothing wrong with that. If you want a medium rare, great, fantastic. You want it blue, okay, whatever. That's you. That's the way you want it. But I think medium is a cutoff point. And if you want to go past that medium well, maybe if you're like, I don't know, I'd be weird. I couldn't order a medium well. But again, like our mom used to order a damn steak well done. I don't care what restaurant. We could be the finest steakhouse in Texas. And I guarantee you, she would say, give me the ribeye, make it well done. They're gonna look at her and she can say, I said what I said, and bring me some damn ketchup. But that was her. And that's the way she wanted the damn steak, right? I can't. That's my mom. What are you gonna What are you gonna say? Say something about my mom. I dare you, right?
Next time you're going to Chili's.
Hey, telling you, man. We went to Killen's Steakhouse, which if you're in this side of Texas, whatever else, you've heard of Killen's Steakhouse. Literally, the lady ordered a well done steak with ketchup, and the guy was like, okay, yes, ma'am. Right. And that's all you can say. So again, I'm not here to knock that or whatever else. Now, if you come to my house, what is that? What's the thing where it's like if somebody orders a well done steak, you politely how does that go?
yeah, you firmly but politely ask them to leave.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the
Hank
whole
Hill?
Hank Hill thing. Yeah.
That's right.
Hey, Kel said, rule number 1, less offensive will always win, no matter what the contest is.
That's it. And that's coming from the man right there. That's NBBQA, the legend, Kel Phelps. So that's a pro tip right there. That's something that we have a problem with. We always want to go be a little extra, and we got to dial it back, man.
Yeah. And in these steak competitions, they say you have to cook your steak medium. Like you don't have to. But to be successful, from what I hear, it has to be medium.
What
I don't know if
you're
it's
looking
that something
for.
that they
Yeah.
specifically asked for.
Well, they're
It-
judging. They're
Yeah.
because you have to judge a certain criteria, right?
Correct.
And hopefully maybe Kel can chime in with this and let the people know, because this guy has been in barbecue. He's hosted these events. He's judged these events. And maybe he can come back and say, yeah, that's because there has to be a criteria of the steak. You
Yeah.
just can't be willy nilly all over the place, right? Because then
Medium rare is not going to score well. I
I
guess
wouldn't.
that's what I'm
I wouldn't
I'm asking.
imagine. I would not imagine. Now, would I order a medium rare steak? Yeah, I probably would. But
We did get an opportunity at the American Royal last time that we were there. Kel and NBBQA invited us down to get to sample some of the steak turn-ins during that competition, and so
Yep.
we got to taste at least 20 different steaks. It really gives you an idea of what it is that they're kind of not necessarily the judges are looking for, but at least gives you an idea of what people are turning out, putting out. There were some that are just very buttery.
Yeah.
Like very buttery. Like, I don't know if they just, I don't know, is this just like Fiesta brand popcorn salt that they just like sprinkle on this? There's got to be, or maybe there's a rub in there that has like a double garlic, double butter type.
Uncle Chris's, man. Uncle Chris is always a great seasoning.
And it's got a little butter in it too as well. But we did taste a few weird ones. I think there was some. There was just had like an Asian zing to it, an Asian flair to it, which I didn't personally care for steak. What I was actually looking for, a lot of very just like flavors that are kind of like the soy, very just
umami.
Yeah, you get like, oh, that's Allegro, or there's some form or shade of Allegro or some type of marinade in that aspect. And you're like, oh, I can kind of taste a little bit of that.
Yeah.
I think familiar is probably good to some degree, right?
Yeah.
A little familiarity. Yeah.
That's, you want to say it again?
Familiarity.
Nope.
Femoral artery.
There it is.
There it is. Yeah.
Dude, let me tell you.
Words
I
are
was
difficult.
You
know what's weird is again, this is dry January and we're all drinking non-alcoholic beers, but nobody can talk tonight.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the issue.
Is it
We're not lubricated.
non-alcoholic?
Maybe that's the issue.
Or is it?
Hey.
Yeah. Well, I meant to. God, I was going to lead into this story earlier, but now that we got a few minutes to kill, so I got some news earlier today in regards to my urologist.
No, stay
Let's hear it. Keep going. Keep going.
We were so good with steak and barbecue. You're
No,
gonna
I
ruin
want to hear
this?
about this.
No.
Keep going.
Hey, save this for the end, James. Just take
All
it.
right, I'm going to tease it. So
Take us out. Take us out with your urologist.
Nobody's going to
James.
be listening at the end.
That's fine.
Boar's Night Out Champion Barbecue Double Garlic Butter. That's what Kel said.
There it is. Boar's Night Out.
That's a mouthful.
That's
Yeah.
the rub. That's the rub
Okay.
right there. That's
And
hey,
now back to James.
what'd you?
Right. And
Are you
now back to
dying?
me? No.
Okay.
Were we trying to finish up that story before we no
I just
it
want
really
you.
quick. It
Yeah.
really so my doctor that did my vasectomy, he made the news.
Oh.
Yeah. Not in a good way. Not in a good way.
Did
Yeah. He is
under investigation?
he's suspended. I guess that's the terminology that they're using while they conduct some
What'd he
sort
do,
of
James?
investigation.
Allegedly.
He allegedly doing cocaine.
That was your doctor?
while doing surgery.
While doing surgery?
Well, I guess it was in his system. Also, I think he's been doing a lot of drunk driving and just like it's just all around. Just I guess he's just a wild and crazy guy.
How
I'm
old
not
is
really
he?
sure.
Sounds like a fun guy.
He's a younger dude.
Not sure.
Younger than you?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, this guy, man. I want to party with this dude.
Oh,
Let's go
man.
out. man.
Maybe, but you probably don't want him fiddling with your
No, I don't.
yeah.
I'm good. I don't need you messing with anything down there for me. But yeah, man, let's go run the roads, man.
Yeah, they plastered his face, all his little mugshot, or looked like a mugshot because he was. I was like, oh, that is
jeez,
him.
man.
Yeah,
Hey, look,
I only got to see him for like 2 seconds, and I was like, literally, like
damn.
laying on my back, and then I was all doped up on Valium and stuff like that. Whatever they gave me, maybe that's why they. If you ever heard the vasectomy story, maybe that's why it got all screwed up because I didn't get my medicine until I actually showed up to the
That's on you, man.
operation or whatever.
Because you're such a roll.
what you got was sugar pills, and he took the real shit.
Yeah,
he did.
he's like, damn, man, you feel good? I feel good.
He's like, one for you,
two for
two
me.
for me.
Yeah.
All right, who's ready to go?
How do you feel? I feel great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hands
So-
shaking. Yeah, his DTs, man. This is not good.
They'll like just go ahead and grab a beer, dude. I don't
Yeah.
want your hand shaking.
Right. Right. Damn, James, urologist.
Yeah.
Great. Boar's Night Out Championship Barbecue Double Garlic Butter. It's
So
just
is that a butter or a rub?
it's a rub.
Okay.
We got Pit Life Barbecue came in, said they don't like cocaine. They just like the way it smells.
There it is, Pit Life. Yeah, nobody likes it, right? Just it's funny, man. That's hilarious. Well, hey, man, good for you, James. I'm glad you got in there before you got all messed up, right?
How do you know it was before?
Yeah, or do you know?
Listen, because this guy's on a downward spiral. Evidently, this is you. When you saw him, he's clean cut, nice, put together, right? This guy's probably
He was wearing pit vipers. You don't know.
yeah, right, right. It's got a mullet. Like, hey,
Yeah, he's like,
there
"Hey,
were signs. I'm telling you right now, there
right,
were
buddy.
signs. He's
Flip
like,
it out.
he's hit on every one of his nurses. Got sexual harassment against every one of them. Like, there were signs.
Hey, he plays a certain song. What is it? He's like right before he starts the surgery. He's like, hit the music.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. What song does he?
Right.
What's his walk up music here?
Like the Doors or something, some psychedelic shit. Yeah.
Nah, I'd imagine.
No,
if
he's cranking it, man.
Yeah, it's EDM, just
Yeah.
club music. Just
Yeah. Damn. He's got a rave stick, a glow stick in his pocket from the night before. Oh man, that's great.
Hey, we've talked a lot about different probes and stuff on this show, but you got a new one that you've been playing with that's a little bit different than anything we've really got to mess with before. The Chef.
Go ahead and say it for us, James.
Yeah.
No, James.
Chef IQ.
No, James. Just how do you say it, James?
it's the IQ sense from Chef IQ. Yeah,
There it is.
I got it down.
How many
I got it
times
down.
did you?
Took me 500 times to do this damn plug.
Yes. If you guys haven't saw the video on our social media, we have a video, but
Yeah.
I asked James, hey, can you just send me a little something I want to add in there when I'm editing the video, just naming what the product is? He's like, sure. And then a couple of days later, we're talking to him. He's like, look at this. He's scrolling through his phone. It's like 50 videos of him trying to say it right.
Can you send us a few of those? Listen, we're going to send you a couple of we're going to post a couple of bloopers of James trying to get the Chef IQ.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Out,
Yeah.
right? Because
I don't know what it is. I can
so-
sit there and say it
it's
500
so
times,
funny.
but as soon as that camera goes on, I'm like, deer in the headlights. I'm like,
That's funny.
then I get like dyslexic, and I'm like, what is my name? I don't even know what's happening here.
Right.
But yeah, I got to play around with this, and I got to tell you, I'm impressed. I've used a lot of wireless probes before.
Some of them are not
Some
good.
of them been trash.
Mhm.
Like one of them that we had before, like I shit you not. Like soon as I plugged it into, I think I was cooking chicken or now it's probably a steak or whatever. Tri-tip. And as soon as I closed the Weber lid and the base is like literally maybe 13 inches away from it. As soon as I close the Weber lid, it goes probe disconnected.
No
And
connection.
yeah, my little alarms are going off, disconnected, or it doesn't speak to you, but I'm getting these audible alerts. I'm like, then I open up the lid and it reconnects.
Maybe you got to put the base in the grill with it on those ones.
Well, it went in the trash. I put it in the trash. That's where it went.
That
But
sucks, man.
So this IQ Sense, right out of the bag, as soon as you get it charged up, you notice a big difference because this thing has a built-in speaker. It gives you real-time audible alerts to flip your steak, turn your chicken.
Like, how does it sound? Like, turn your steak, bitch.
No, I think it's
I haven't gone into
more
the sit-
sultry than that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's a girl's voice. Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, baby, flip your meat. Something
Right.
like that.
Are you
right? Yeah, I
serious?
think that's what it says. Yeah.
Yeah.
holy moly!
But it
Can you
comes.
imagine your girl like, who's out there? Who's out there with you? Like,
Right.
no, baby,
Nobody.
just my IQ Sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Pull
What?
your probe out.
No, are you?
That's what it says. I swear.
Hey, you're on a phone call
Yeah.
with your girlfriend and she hears that.
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Who's there
Oh.
with you?
Yeah.
Cooking
It's a wrap.
steaks, I bet. I'll
Your-
be there in a
Your
second.
meat is really hot.
Yeah, please flip me. A what? Are you serious?
Exactly.
So what does it say, James? Tell us.
Well, some of the alerts that I've I've experienced so far is it will tell you to flip your steak.
It says flip the steak.
It will tell you to pull your steak and tell you it's in rest mode.
Does
that you need to rest your
Dang.
Does
your
it
meat.
say steak or does it say meat?
I can't remember.
Please flip your.
Probably says steak. Probably
Food.
depends on what you're.
I think it says
cooking.
meat.
Yeah, it probably says meat.
It doesn't say steak.
Huh.
What if you're doing like a chicken or something?
Still,
I think they use the same terms for I think all the meat. I don't think it gets specific
Yeah, but
on.
in your phone, can you like set it up depending upon what you're cooking?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
everything you can
Temperature wise, it's there.
everything
Yeah.
you can set up
It's
on
still a
how
protein.
what you're cooking. The cool thing is like on the steak portion. I don't know about the other ones, but the app is very user friendly. So you can select steak or beef steak, and then you go into all the different selections of different
Oh, no
types of
kidding.
steak. So if you're cooking a strip, and they don't give you a toggle switch on how thick your steak is.
Hmm.
So if it's a 1/2 inch or 1 inch thick, boom, and then all of a sudden set go.
Holy
And
moly.
then you cook and it sits there and gauges. You got a graph real time. This thing is has Wi-Fi connectability and Bluetooth. So what I did at the house was I had the pit in the backyard going. Also, I had the pit in the front yard going with the Weber in the front yard, and we were watching football. I had one probe in the back, and I had one probe into the front.
He's double dipping.
That's pretty awesome.
He's double
And
dipping.
it reached
over here.
both.
It
but the base.
reached both.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
because of the Wi-Fi connection. So
Yeah.
the base was was sitting next to the one in the back. It was using Bluetooth, or I guess it was using Wi-Fi in that aspect, whatever. And it was it's hooked up to my network. So I was able to do both at the same time
Yeah.
while I'm sitting in my garage.
And-
Hands down, I mean, great.
And-
Also,
That's awesome.
also, you can rename these probes.
Oh,
So
boy.
it's just not probe 1, probe 2, probe 3. You can name it whatever you want. So one of them I had, I was cooking some Earl hot links. So one of them I had Big Earl, and then the other one I was cooking some drumsticks. So I had bone sticks named on that, and then the other one I think we had some just regular chicken or whatever. But so
I
You-
can picture it now. James, what's taking so long to get the meat on? I'm still setting it up.
Right.
Changing the names.
Yeah.
And stuff.
So and when it's on, like, so you put it on and you close the lid, does it say anything to you? Meat's cooking, meat's on. Your protein is
yeah, it gives you all those
and
type
it's
of
just like,
audible alerts. Yes.
time to flip.
Time to flip.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
It'll tell
great.
you. It'll tell you
It's really cool.
if your probe is getting too hot.
Hey, John
It'll tell you
JJ said it sounds like a matrix system.
Right.
I see what he
Matrix
did there.
system.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, I like it. I
Oh,
like
there's
it.
solitaire too, man.
So
Solitaire came and
IQ
say, hey,
sense.
hey,
Check it out, guys.
That's pretty badass. I might need to borrow that from you.
Yeah.
The only thing it will make it a little bit better, and maybe if we can just make a suggestion to Chef, I was gonna say IQ Chef or Chef IQ or whatever. Can we make the speaker actually something you can just like Bluetooth your I don't know, your playlist to?
So
you
that's
sit there
a
and
good
listen to music?
idea.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of genius. I'll reach out.
Okay.
We want half the proceeds of our
Right.
new ideas from
Right.
James.
Actually, let's just save that for ourselves. Or I'll cut that out.
Yep.
All right, we're live, so there's no cutting that out. No, that's amazing. That's cool. Like, to get that feedback. I mean, like, one of those things that when you're cooking with some of these thermopins or however you want to call them, thermometers,
Yeah.
you're having to be by your phone. You're having to check your phone for something.
Yeah, you
know?
got the app up, or it's set to an alarm, and then you get like a ringing going off on your phone. But sometimes, if you're like me, you get a lot of just alerts all the time.
You're dismissing.
I'm just so numb to them. I just kind of tune them out, and then I go and look. It's like, oh shit, I got like 75 different messages from 10 different platforms or whatever it is. So you kind of dismiss it. So it's kind of cool just to be sit there zoned out, watching the game, drinking a beer, and all of a sudden it's like probe 1, steak is done. You're like, oh shit, steak's done. And then you go pull the steak off, and then it's like it senses as soon as you take it off the heat, it senses that, and then it's like, all right, steak 1, rest time has begun. And then it
So
goes into
crazy.
a countdown of like 5 minutes or however long that is. And it tells you rest time is over. Please remove probe and
Time to eat.
enjoy. Yeah.
Barbecue AI is here.
Yeah. Well,
That's
so they have
crazy.
the barbecue pits out now, man.
Yeah.
So the whole
Yeesh.
thing runs. Stick a probe in it, then it'll run and create the temperature you need and fluctuates and whatever. I can't remember the name of the pit, but yeah, we've been talking about this now for a couple of years. Obviously, they've been listening to us and taking our ideas, which is, it's a form of flattery, man. So
Hey, Solitaire came in and said barbecue Austin Cookoff, March 7th and 8th. Who's ready?
we're ready.
We're
We're so ready.
signing up. We will be there. It's going to be a good time. If you have not been out to the Austin Cook-Off, you should, because it's my favorite.
There's nothing like, and we've talked about this every year. We talk about this, and like I said, John is exactly right. There's nothing like this because it's similar to Houston and the fact that you've got these big parties going on.
But you don't have to pay to get into any of it.
No, you're invited to everybody's booth.
Yes, everybody wants you to come in and drink, and you're just donating. It's all for charity. It's a great cause.
That's right.
It is so much fun, and there's so many good bands going. It's just so fun.
Yep.
I can't think of another adjective, but fun. I'll just say it again. Fun.
John, you can't think of one adjective?
Super fun.
Perfect. There it is.
No cheater probes.
Oh,
That's what Solitaire just came in and said.
No cheater probes.
Well,
Yeah. You know what they say? If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
So
We're gonna win this go round.
yeah.
Like
I feel
first
it.
year, I thought was good. Second year, we came in with just a little too much full of ourselves.
A lot of
this year-
foil, little
this year-
foil problem.
Yeah, this year we're gonna take it.
Money in the bank.
Mhm.
Hey, write a check, cash it. It's happening.
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching. So yeah.
Okay. We did not get a barbecue win or barbecue fail. I do have one that I got lined up, but it's not something that somebody sent in. It's just something that I came across online that I was like, that's kind of funny. I'll just share that with the guys since none of our listeners sent in a win or fail this week. Maybe it's because we were off. I don't know what's going on. But if you do want to send in a barbecue win or a barbecue fail or a barbecue story or a barbecue recipe or a barbecue question or any of that kind of thing, you should. You should send us an email, info@grabheminthebrisket.com. Reach out on social medias, or you can call in and leave a voicemail on our hotline, 434-829-2299. And we will share it. And when you send it in and we share it, you will win some Suckklebusters.
That's right. Yeah, you will win some Suckklebusters. You'll get to hear me sing a little jingo. Jingle. Say, we can't talk tonight. There's something in this beer. I'm telling you, this non-alcoholic beer.
Very little.
Yeah.
Yeah, no alcohol. But it's
I
got
put
something else
vodka in
there.
mine earlier,
Yeah.
but I don't know if that helps.
Can we show a picture of? We're not doing the barbecue win fail. Can we show a picture of my barbecue win? My
Yes. Hold on. I want to share this.
Oh,
with
you're-
you.
yeah,
Okay,
never mind.
There's a
Go for
picture up here if you're watching online, and it looks like a bunch of skewers that have it looks like marshmallows,
Mhm.
but it's not marshmallows. And I don't even know if I can read that from here. Raul, can you read
It
that?
says, went to use the barbecue and found these lamb skewers. My housemate has left for nearly a year.
Oh, they're crusted over.
Yeah. It's like
Damn.
a year.
But you know what that tells me? He's not grilling. in a
That's
year.
exactly what I said. That's what I said in the comments. I was like, what do you mean? You had a year between uses
Where have
of your
you been?
barbecue? Like, what are you doing?
Your housemate left, but what have you been doing?
You're
Yeah.
lucky no one took your grill. You don't deserve it.
No, it's good. At least he opened it up though.
what are
Yeah.
you cooking on?
That's awesome.
Are you
Right.
using inside appliances? I mean,
Mm.
jeez.
Yeah. Oh, he's
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
know.
What the hell the deal was. That's exactly what I thought. Everybody was piling on, oh, they should clean it up. Oh, this and that. I was like,
leave
you
it.
don't even use it. What is wrong with
Right.
you?
Right.
Or do
I-
you think he was going out like every 2 weeks and like, oh, he ain't cleaned it up yet?
Hey, what about
It's
this?
still there.
Hey, what if
Does
he's
he
like
just wait for it to just deteriorate
Hey.
and just like,
Oh no.
Can you imagine he just cuts a piece? He's like, well, I gotta try it.
A year later,
Yeah.
he's dead.
Yeah, right.
No, not.
That's
I
how
don't know.
that's how that fungus movie starts, where everybody like dies.
Oh man,
Hmm.
yeah. Jeez. Way to go, James.
COVID.
Yeah. Anyway,
too soon. Too soon, roll.
Mhm.
Yeah. You had a barbecue in?
I did. Yeah, I cooked I did a beer can chicken.
I haven't
It's
done a
been
beer can in a while.
it's a minute since I've done a beer can chicken, so I was like, let's do it. We used the IQ Sense, man. I think rock and roll.
Mhm. Did it tell you to flip it at some point?
No, I didn't, because the good thing about it is you can change it from like grill settings to smoke settings to
This thing sounds badass.
oven or whatever. So it'll tell you like it's optimal preference for what you're doing. So I put whole bird, and it says oven, grill, smoker. Boom, I click smoker, and then that's about it.
Yeah, the chicken was phenomenal. We did run a new seasoning on that. James has been toying with. I thought it was really good. Really, really good.
Are we going to get a seasoning out this year?
2025 is the year.
Because we've
It's
been
happening.
toying with it, and we've even sent out samples to people over the last 5 years,
Mhm.
and kept saying, "Oh, it's coming, it's coming."
Hey,
Is it coming?
Solitaire is wanting a batch of our course grind that we did. So and folks, we were talking. Solitaire was on the cruise with us.
That's our friend from Austin Smokeworks.
That's right, Austin Smokeworks. So it was an amazing time. But yes, she said she puts that shit on everything, and she's running out, James.
Okay.
She's running out.
I got
So
you.
make it right.
Yeah, quit pissing around.
Make it right.
All right, hey, let's wrap up this beer review, shall we?
Let's do it.
It's sober January. What do you call it?
Hey, did you see
Sober,
the
don't drink January.
see the lady that came in and says, I'm doing the hey, she's like, hey, yeah, I'm actually, do you want me to do you have a dry? It's dry January. I'm doing, can I get a dry Sauvignon? The guy was like, sure. He goes, yeah, extra dry, please. Perfect. Just bring the bottle. Right. I'm like, oh, so good. That's so good. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
You know, February like the 1st is going to be like just
Yeah.
Not us, but I mean everybody is dry January. February 1st, I think, is on a Saturday. And
Effed up February.
yeah, everybody's just gonna like that's the day to stay home, all right, guys. Yeah.
That's good.
Hey, whatever, man.
Yeah, don't be on the roads.
Hey, sorry guys. I guess we had some technical difficulties on the backside with our SCA guys. No power and
Don't blame me.
no,
Not our end.
It's not on us, man. Like if you can see, the lights are on. We paid the bills around this place. But yeah, I guess we had some technical difficulties. We may have put the cart before the horse, and we really thought. Normally, people don't like when they commit, they're on, right? We don't have very people that've ever. I can only think of one other person that was going to come on but didn't come on, and his name rhymes with
Stop. Okay, let's give a score on
Smobbert
this beer.
Smobbert Smith.
Really?
I mean, hey, it's true. Sorry, Robert.
Okay, Ration Ale, Mexican Cerveza. You
Yeah.
want to give a score on this, Jim?
I do. I'd love
All
to.
right, let's hear it. Did you finish yours?
Yeah, it's crunch it, baby. Non-alcoholic beer. This is a great beer. We did add a little bit of lemon lime salt on the rim. I tried it without it, then I tried it with it. I like the lemon lime salt. It just added to it. The beer was good. The drink. I don't call it beer, right? Because no alcohol. For a non-alcoholic beer, I'm going 8-1.
You're giving this an 8-1?
Yeah, with no alcohol in it. No alcohol. This flavor was really good.
Yeah, but we don't rate based on if it's this or that. As a beer, what is this? Is it an 8-1?
Oh no. Then I got to take my score back then.
Okay.
Yeah. As a normal beer, 6-8.
Huh. Okay.
Where are you at?
The flavor wise, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can go higher. I mean, what is the if it's a perfect tasting non-alcoholic beer, what is the highest it can be? It can't be a 10. It doesn't have any alcohol in it.
Yeah, see, I don't think we can gauge
You
them
can't.
with our
You
regular.
just said you can't do that.
I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think we got to get away from that. I don't think we can gauge them in the same scale as regular
Yeah,
beer.
this
because
is
So
all
we're
these-
going to do a separate scale for
Yes,
non-alcoholic.
no-
Okay, well, we've never done that before.
all
Right.
these
We've
non-alcoholic
never
beers
judged a
are just going to
non-alcoholic
be
beer.
5s. It's going to be 5s and 3s.
I
and
would say
2s.
5 would be the top. But yeah.
No,
Right.
we've never judged a non-alcoholic beer, right?
Okay.
So
for
again,
a non-alcoholic beer, it's an
8-1.
8-1. Okay.
8-1 all day long. This is a
Okay.
great beer.
Okay.
Great beer.
Wait,
Phenomenal
So are y'all
beer.
doing non-alcoholic all month long?
Well, I don't know. I mean, like we're going to Mississippi next week, so let's just play it one day at a time. I
Yeah,
mean, like,
Shit.
Definitely not next week.
Okay.
we're trying our best here. I mean, like all I know is today I chose not to drink.
I'm proud of you, Jen.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, this tastes great. This is really a very good tasting beer. I'll go 8-4. This tastes great for a non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For any beer.
I'm right there with you guys. 8. I'll go solid just 8.0.
It's not missing the alcohol. You can't taste the alcohol, can you?
Yeah, this
No.
is I do like I've had several of these different styles of non-alcoholic brews. I do like this one because it does give you a little bit of that like it's almost kind of beer, like you're drinking beer.
Mhm.
It's not like some of those ones like that. I'm drinking this other one here. This is the Free and Easy from Carbach. It does taste kind of like an IPA a little bit, but it hits almost to the point where you're like, I think it was Michael's wife, Jen, our neighbor. She was like, it makes me want a beer when I drink it. You know what I mean? It makes me, it tastes like beer, but it makes me want a real beer. I'm like, I can see that. I can understand it. But this right here, you throw some salt, a little lime in it. man, I wouldn't be able to tell if it's like a Michelob Ultra or,
Yeah.
you know,
You're actually right. It's pretty good.
Well, hey, go out and try it for yourself,
Yeah.
guys. It's dry January.
rush up.
We spend a lot of our time, not every day. I don't drink every day, but we spend a lot of time on our podcast here reviewing different beers and telling you what we like. And our palates have grown from day one to now. And you know, this is something else that I think we can add to our scoring system, to our repertoire. Is a non-alcoholic beer. This is the time, 'tis the season, and yeah. Hey, cheers, guys.
Yeah. If you have a one you think we should try, let us know.
There it is.
Yeah, as always, guys, it's been great talking barbecue with you.
Peace.
As we close out, big thanks to SmokerBuilder.com and the NBBQA for their unwavering support.
Absolutely. And cheers to Barbecue News Magazine, SUCKLEBUSTERS, and Dow Strong Knives for their contributions.
And you know Yeti always has our back, and Coolie Nation ensures our drinks stay perfectly cold.
Lastly, props to Cambro Manufacturing and, of course, the Spicy Nut, the Chicks of Smoke Seasoning. Thanks to all for powering this show.
Until next time, keep smoking.